What are some of your favorite fashion brands or style trends, tastes besides Chanel, Moschino, etc.? Anything new that you like that you haven't shared? Well, you haven't mentioned Vivienne Westwood. Vivienne Westwood is the top for me. Vivienne Westwood and Yohji Yamamoto. Those are the two living designers that I still cherish and treasure the most. Vivienne being on top. Um, but I have been actually planning on making a video for the longest time, and I never got to it, believe it or not. And it's a video about Dries van Noten. And last summer, my favorite furniture designer, who's no longer with us, he passed away in 1999, Werner Panton from Denmark, a Danish designer. So it's very rare that a fashion house dedicates to Werner Panton any pieces, or let alone an entire collection, like Dries van Noten did with the male collection last summer. So it's very rare that somebody utilizes Werner Panton's prints because they're very psychedelic. He got really big in the late 60s all the way to the mid 70s. He was huge. His colors are incredible. And his furniture design. So after forever, to see a designer actually collaborate with the estate of Werner Panton, his wife is still alive, Marianne. That was to me huge. So I have a lot of pieces in the Fashion Bunker archives from that collection, from Dries van Noten's last summer collection, the Panton collaboration. And I've been wanting to make a video on the pieces that I purchased and to explain what they mean and these patterns, because Werner Panton, the Fashion Bunker is full of Werner Panton furniture. So I'm very secretive about a lot of things. That's just my nature. I talk and yada yada, but I am quite shy too. So, but right now, as I lift my head and I look forward, it's ton of Werner Panton things. So I'm just like looking up and I get inspired to tell you stuff. So when I look down again, I'm like, okay, so this is the thing. He said, white, there should be a tax paid on white and black colors in housing. So he said, you should make things, you should not be afraid of colors. And in terms of furniture, his furniture is very organic and round. He would say, he wants to invite his guests to his home, and when they come to his home, he wants them to be able to shift and move from one piece of furniture to the other, like a game, like a constant flux of energy. He doesn't like chairs and places where you have to sit and kind of be restrained in one weird cramped position all the time. He liked furniture that kind of moves with you. So to implement that in a clothing collection, as Dries van Noten did, now granted, he didn't have enough time to really do it the way I would do it if I were given the freedom to adapt Werner Panton to clothing. But with the time he was given, he did an okay job. I just posted on my Twitter account a couple of days ago. I'm a big fan of Schitt's Creek, so I watched Schitt's Creek, and unfortunately the series is ending, and they just air. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody who's still watching Schitt's Creek or still needs to catch up on the episodes, but so they showed us like a snippet of what's coming next week. And David is wearing a Dries van Noten for Werner Panton crew neck that I have since last year. So it was super funny to see the main character of Schitt's Creek wear one of my favorite pieces for nothing less than the last episodes of the series finale, which is really, really great. I'm so happy that they chose Werner Panton / Dries van Noten for the exact same crew neck that I have. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you saw I posted the 4 photos, like the 2 photos of him wearing it and the 2 photos of me wearing it. I love that crew neck so much. I actually wore it in the Ask Dacob snippet series that I also started but then had to stop for several reasons. But who knows? Maybe we're going to get back to doing that as well. But so Dries van Noten is somebody I really like a lot. Then other brands, I like Comme des Garçons. But, and here's my big but, my big but, bam. I have an issue with. Now, this is politically a bit difficult. Now, I don't know how many of you guys follow this or know this or what have you, but Gosha Rubczynski, right? How many of you know? If nobody knows him, I'm not even going to talk about him. Does anybody know Gosha? If yes, say yes. I know in the comments you're a little bit delayed from what I'm saying, so I'll take that as a no. All right, then we're not gonna mention it. But let's just say Comme des Garçons is really great, minus. Ah, good. Yeah. Okay. So you see, good. You know it. All right. So well, this is the point. I would not sell his stuff in my shop. I just don't support that type of behavior. So the fact that Comme des Garçons closes both eyes and just keeps selling him, no, that's not cool. That's not cool, Comme des Garçons. I wouldn't. Oh, and what a coincidence. His Instagram profile, all the comments are blocked. I wonder why. I wonder why. So there's a brand I'm not endorsing. You know. Yes, he's a Russian designer. And I'm not into what he does to, yeah, you know the story. I'm not going to get into that. So anyway, perfumes. Let's go back to something positive. But so, Comme des Garçons would be great if they didn't endorse certain people.